Hello on for the day one recap. So I'm gonna go over what happened yesterday on stream. Just got up right now. So it was we did a three-player go through the campaign and we were pretty slow going through it. We got to I think maps in like 8.5 hours. Mainly because we were trying to leave mechanic out. We were just taking it slow. We didn't really care too much. Also, I think two of us were playing builds that were not the best while leveling, and our gear was completely garbage because we were too lazy to buy anything. But pretty much, what I did with this build is I leveled with Absolution, like I said, and it was rough in groups. When I did through zones by myself, it was pretty easy to get through the zones with the damage. But with group, Absolution was pretty low on damage, especially because my skill tree didn't really go with Absolution. So it was more of a golem skill tree with just taking the first couple nodes of Absolution. Because like when I was leveling, like I said, went this way through, got my life nodes, went this way, picked up the Enduring Bond for Absolution. I technically should have kept going this way to go right here and pick up this wheel for Absolution. But I pretty much said screw it. And I just started just leveling normal golem build tree, like going this way, life, minion up there, and just shoot down this way for more life and damage and all that. Not the best way to level, probably where my damage sucked. But pretty much I decided to go Necromancer just mainly for the 30 all res and just to have the defense route because I knew I wasn't going to go golems anyway on the very beginning because I think in last league or league before I tried that also and it was really bad. Especially because Carrion Golems need everything else to get going. So I just went this route just to be done with it. But I took the minion movement speed damage first, and then I went for the 30 all res second. And I wasn't able to do the third lab just because we were level 61, I think, at third lab, and Azaro just one shot us, so it wasn't really worth trying. So I'll probably go back later and do it. Most likely, I'm probably gonna go for Mr. Sacrifice next to get the more block chance, and then I'll probably just finish off with Bone Barrier like normal. But tree is pretty generic to the one. I'm taking these 2 points just because I needed dex and strength, life, block and mana regen. I do have 2 of the primordial jewels. These were a pain to get because they shot up in price so much last night. Yeah, they're a little bit less than last night, but they were about 15. They were about 15 to 20 chaos. Eminence actually went up. This was 3 chaos last night, and primordial might is still around the 100 mark, which is what I'm trying to work on now. But pretty much went down this way. I still didn't take the jewel slot yet because I need levels. Life, block, life, more minion damage, jewel slot from the primordial. But the build's getting there slowly. I have not ran a single map yet, so this is actually my first map we're gonna show on stream. So how I made my currency last night was pretty much all from doing heists. So once I got the maps, my gear is absolute garbage. I'll put the POB in the description below, but I had to use heist to get a clay shaper. Everything on here was just random gear I found. This is 10% movement speed since Act 2. Found this ring was actually pretty good in heist for the T2 fracture life with resistance on it. And I can still throw another resistance on there. Same with this ring, high resistant ring. My shield does nothing. This was when I was playing Absolution. So shield is garbage. Helm gives me just life and 7 res. My chest piece, some minion life and some life res. Because I did find a 5 link yesterday. Right here. So I'm trying to work on getting 2 blue on this. I just don't have the chromes. Because once I get 2 blue, I'll switch to this chest piece to get my 5 link going. Or if I can farm a 6 link today, I'll go for that too. Rest of the gear needs to get... I'm going to also revamp my whole build to actually get, a +1 minion helm. Get an actual shield that does something. Get better... pretty much get 20% movement speed. Get every piece of gear better. Get flasks that aren't, 400 life. So it needs a lot of revamps to the build. Let me do... And pretty much when I was running heists, I think I ran maybe an hour of heist and made over 50 chaos just for doing that alone. He's in epilogue, I think. So heist has been pretty profitable. I might go back doing more heists even, just because heist has been so well received for me. So I might keep going with it. But we'll just do the first map on here. But with 3 golems, it's pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. Like your the zombies do not last long. They die instantly. I would normally have the stone golem right now, but two Carrion Golems do all your damage is not gonna work that well. Like it works like this setup. It's just slow. Because I know if someone else who I was playing with yesterday was playing the Flame Golem version, and it was pretty decent with the flames, the elementals version. So either one I think does work pretty well. But like in maps, I'm sitting with. I'm good on resist. I don't need to run Purity of Elements anymore, so I'll probably just run maybe Pride instead. Maybe Pride, I guess. And like pretty much like I'm about 73 Fizz mitigation from 33 block, 12 block. It's not the best setup, but it works for the baseline. Like normally Defiance Banner probably should be running 2. Oh, we blew up. I'm only about 93k life yet. So pretty much, I think everything's alive. The lead mechanic, I've done maybe 2 mirror runs so far. I probably will focus it more on maps like I was playing originally. Through the campaign, it wasn't really worth going that much into the lead mechanic. I'm gonna do a normal Carrion Golem build. I think the build will get better once we get the 2 more golems, get the Primordial Jewel to give them aggressive. Get actual gear that doesn't make me look like crap. But it's pretty much the same as always, you know. Pretty much use Connovation or Connovate to put them right on top of you. And that's pretty much the build so far. What we got here? I don't think any of these make a difference, but there I guess. What was that? Went again? Oh, 5 Strongbox. I think I'm gonna put these far away, don't you? For 2 chaos. Ooh, rich. Got 2 chaos coming in. See, we're getting slowly getting there in currency. Yeah, so far though, no Divine Orbs, which I don't think is going to drop anytime soon. Hopefully with tomorrow's update, it'll be more of, you know, like actually progress through the maps, have all the gear revamped, have the Primordial Jewel, well, ish maybe. Yeah, man, see my zombie's already dead, which I knew that was going to happen. They're just really squishy right now. Like, I'm not running the Spectres yet, which I probably will get today. Animate Guardian I don't plan on doing for a while. Yeah, we're only level 64 right now, too. Yeah, because yesterday also I started getting sick again, so I stopped streaming, I think, pretty early when I was really planning. Also, I forgot I need to put vulnerability on this build. Which I do have, actually. Oh, I'm not using it. But yeah, the zombies just don't last long. They're pretty much there just to be little meat shields. I think the build works. Not perfect, but I think for white tier maps, it should be okay for a while. And that's the first map done. So I think what I'm going to do with the tree is probably still do what I originally was planning to do. Expedition, harvest early on. Oh yeah, so let's also talk about the harvest nerf. Because harvest is very interesting right now. Because it should be a good hideout now. Yeah, okay, so it's all fixed now. So pretty much the harvest nerfs were pretty bad. And if you haven't looked at this yet, I recommend looking at this. They pretty much hit harvest a lot harder than I was expecting. So they still have like the reforges are on there. They're just separated between each tab. They did remove reforge, keep prefix, reroll suffix, vice versa. Now these are only. Now it's either less likely or more likely. They still have the gambles, which I do like the change of breed splinter or stone fossils, change scarab. Resistance flipping is still here. The flash charges, fragments, all the body armor weapon chants are still in here. Yellow. They pretty much, they do have speed at least. They have the oils, catalysts. They do have, I'm very glad. They did keep the divination card gambles, which I really didn't think they were going to. But I'm glad they kept this in the game. They have the gem 50% on here still for getting XP, which is not that bad. Just a lot of quality. The chants are still here. So, no, we'll talk about that again. Blue ones, lightning, crit still here. Essences, splinters, which I do like. It's 20, so it makes it real easy to flip these around. Delirium ore, resistance, elder fragments, mortals. Randomize the influence is still here. Now it's just any item, which I do like, but now it does also reforge at the same time. But at least it's still here. Weapons, yeah. So let's talk about the actual big ones. These are the ones that you need to kill a Shabi for. And these all cost 50 to 20,000 life force. So you have reforge the colors to get a random white. You do have all of the add augments are still here, but now they nerfed it completely by putting it, you aug something, but at the same time you also only works on non-influences too, but it also removes something too at the same time. So it's pretty much like aug defense, but remove another random modifier. So it's gonna make meta crafting really bad, but it should be interesting if you have a lot of divine orbs. I think you can get away with this. But you're going to need a lot of divine orbs. If you want to, prefixes cannot be changed, hit one of these, stuff like that. I think it's going to be very expensive, though. But the T4 steeds, the only ones, these were the ones they kept for 50,000. Fracture 5, only now, no more Fracture 3s. Synth, random item is still here. And then Reforge and Influence rare item with a random modifier is all it's here now. So it's no more aug influence like it used to be. Now it's just automatically reforges your whole thing. I think people still use it though, but Harvest definitely did get nerfed. I still will use Harvest mainly because I need the crit one. Like speed would be good for boots. Like I think there's still a lot of good items in here for crafting your own gear. It's just not going to be the same as you're used to it, but I think it still will work pretty well. But, oh yeah, links. I guess links pretty much like a lot of links I'm not using, but it's Tempest Shield, Pride, Defiance Banner, Carrion Golems with minion damage, melee splash, and brutality. Mainly mapping setup. A random Desecrate and Conviction over here. Raise Zombie, Feeding Frenzy, Summon Stone Golem. This should be a main. I don't have the chromes to get 2-2. That's why it's randomly somewhere else. Like a random termination low end just for defense right now. Vulnerability for curse. Spell Echo, I'm leveling this up. Just Flame Dash and Period of Elements. Like Period of Elements will go. Spell Echo is mainly there just for leveling purposes. Like Ray Spectre's in the back leveling. My main's in the back leveling. Predator, Discipline for when I switch over to CI. I do have a multi-strike down here. I just don't have red sockets. Same with like Area Guardian, no red sockets. So like the gear is pretty trash. It's just, you know, it's something to at least get me through until I can at least buy the items to keep going. But just one quick update video. If your league start, put a description below how your league start went, how it's going for you, and hopefully it's much better than mine was. But hopefully, I'm hoping by the end of today, I have like all the yellow tier maps done. We have all the primordial jewels, if not at least one of the mites to get the Amelia Stone. Revamp all the gear and start pushing the build to what it can do. But we'll see in tomorrow's video. But quick update and hope everyone had a good one. Hope to see everyone on the next one.